Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Price of Patience.
Good evening.
Yeah. Today on the Price of Patience, we are again trading QQQ, aka Nasdaq. And if you've been here before, and you know we like to chart things out on the cash ETF before we trade futures. So let's zoom out and get to the bottom of it. All right, starting at the daily, we have an undeniable bull run happening live and direct. We have not even come down to touch the 9 EMA, which worries me, but the data was so well appreciated by the market when it came to CPI and PPI that we're just blasting off out and up of consolidation. Um, it really looks like we're going to push it to the limit and take the cues back to the all-time high, which is just 747. We're so close to this all-time high that it's almost like a magnet, you know? So who knows what it'll take to push us over the top. We've really only almost tested the highs one time, and we are, uh, let's see if that's true. Okay, 37. Uh,
Pushed,
37.
bro.
Yeah, we really did. It was mostly Micron and all those guys. All right, so this is the third highest we've been trying to retest the highs of all-time highs. So we're right on the verge. We've only been here one time before, outside of actually being at the all-time high. So tomorrow could be the day where we push through. So we're looking very bullish. Doesn't look like price wants to come down to the 9 EMA just yet. I think that if I had to put my finger on it and say, are we going to hit all-time highs or are we going to touch the 9 EMA first? I'd go with the all-time highs. So Nick was right. If
Definitely.
you if you were listening to the show last week, I think it was about 2 weeks ago, Nick was saying when we were at these lows how we were going to push. And, these lows were really just kind of a fake out. And yeah, at least we have a bull and a bear on this stream. I'm always the guy talking about how it can go lower, and we got to have balance. So that's the daily. All right. So looking at the 4 hour, really not too much to say. It looks like yeah, we are in a consolidation pattern on the 4 hour. If we were to touch the 4 hour 9 EMA, we are only talking about 723. And does that have confluence with anything? You got 727, 727. 723 is kind of its own monster. All right. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's about 729, 727. Okay, good. So we're finding a little confluence here. Let's look at where that falls on the actual futures chart. No, I don't want to look at it in seconds. Not Nick. Nah, you're the best at looking at it in seconds, bro. I gotta
Yeah,
still
it's
acquire that skill.
in the right
Um,
environment only.
yeah. Um, so we're looking at potential retest of 727, which had confluence with what was that? Yeah, just the most recent. The most recent kind of high area here. So we're talking about that key. Yeah, there's a key level there too. So if we can come down and retest the 29 nines, it could be the last time that we come down and retest the 29 nines. And yeah, I think that's a pretty realistic target for longs. Will it happen on this session? Well, this is the 4 hour. So I think that between the London Open and the New York Open, we're going to see that pullback. But I wouldn't be surprised if you see a big push breakout to the upside. When we do have flags, like on even on higher time frames, very possible that it can only last like four candles, and then the fourth candle could be the one that rips. So, I've seen that before, or I've seen, it's very rare that you have a flag that has five candles. It's usually like an even number, like a four, six, something like that. So, since we're not breaking out on the fourth, I would expect the next one to be a consolidation candle. But if at any time we come down to touch that 9 EMA, which is roughly at about 30,000 right now in the 4 hour, then yeah, prepare for this thing to take off. It may take a while because again, it's a 4 hour 9 EMA, but it's so bullish now. Yeah, I would expect that thing to go haywire if it touches the 9 EMA, and I'll be putting my money on it if it does. All right, now let's get a little bit more granular onto the hour. And the hourly is really telling us the same thing, just it's saying it the long way. So if I were to go over here and switch to the hourly, um, and it's funny because price doesn't have to work that hard to break these lows. Um, 729 again, 729 to 727, big bounce area. I think it'll be the 727. So I'm excited to see how that plays out. I'm thinking about an order right, what was that, the 29 nines? So, or the 30,000. Yeah, 30,000. It's cool too. All right. Uh,
Order filled.
oh shit. I did not mean to do that. I am long apparently, and I want to close it. Do want to close it, but I'm gonna move to another time frame while I wait for it to go in green. Got the 15 minute. Okay. So yeah, I mean, this is just the 15 minute where we started. We're going predominantly sideways with a chance of highs, chance of breakouts potentially happening. Um, yeah, that's about everything. What are you thinking? What are you thinking, partner?
Well, so far I agree with you. We had some zones that,
Order filled.
or better to say, all our zones that we marked during the range, during while we were coming down, all those levels were respected on the way up too. My only, let's say, concern is that we never revisited those 28 600s,
Mm,
because that was a zone where we had support several times. We came up, it was a little resistance, but since we broke that, we never came close, which on the other hand is good. But if I look at the market structure, it looks a little bit on 4 hours. It looks like there is bunch of levels that will be revisited at some point.
hmm
But other than that, this looks bullish, and we actually rejected perfectly with this stop that we have right now. Um, this is the value area high of the downtrend, of the move down.
Mm-hmm.
And if this pattern, if this market, I mean, price action continues, I
Mm-hmm.
would suggest we bounce from 30,000 again. From that zone.
30,300.
No, from 30,000, we come
Mm-hmm.
down to 30,000,
Mm-hmm.
more or less. Will it be 30,060 or 20 or 29,950? I don't know, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we come down a little bit more, like 100, 200 points from here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we're gonna get really like to the new all-time highs fairly quickly.
Mm, okay. Yeah.
That's what I see right now. Let me just check. Yeah, we have higher highs. Well, actually, this is you could say this is a slight bear div on 4 hours, but
Mm,
I wouldn't bet on this one because it looks quite good. 6 hours is also giving me slight bear div vibes, but the money flow is curved to the upside. It became green again, the money flow. So I think we are ready to go higher. This could be also a possibility where this is just a fake out and we come down, but I don't see it happening, to be honest.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
see it happening.
It's been so bullish, and we just had good sentiment after news. I mean, there's a couple, deep dark things hanging on the horizon, but I mean, the fear mongers are having their way with the internet, with the latest AI that's out. They can, you know, the sides of good or bad can do whatever they want to mislead you, but you have to pay attention to, the market and how it reacts to certain events. And there's really the best clues are going to come from, knowing your levels, knowing what you're trading and how it's
Oh
affected
yeah.
by macroeconomics. So, yeah, that's why we're
Ut-
trading tech. Tech is,
Utropy.
what's that?
I see Anita commented Utropy.
Mm,
Morning. Good morning. Price of patience. Good morning.
good morning.
Mm,
Yeah, I
okay.
mean, it's just a matter of
So yeah,
time. So,
while I'm still on the screen here, I did not know that you switched. So I was watching 6 hours, 4 hours. I won't go in any bigger time frame. You did it, so everything is clear. But yeah, just one more thing. We had this trend line here also for quite some time, and this week was this week only?
mm,
Well, last week too, we rejected perfectly from the zone that we had here on the chart. This is also a nice confluence with this trend line. Um, Perfect bull flag on 4 hours, breakout higher, and this is what I said, like 30K could be retested and we can go higher. Then my first target would be like 580s, 30,580.
mm,
And then if we reclaim that, then we have nothing until 31K.
mm,
Yeah, I was thinking I have to find that screenshot that I did. Yeah, I said if it plays out, I'm gonna show it. If not, you will never see it again.
mm, mm,
But it played out quite good, I think. Only thing that I drew was that if we pull back from here, I wanted to see pullback down to 28,600s so we can
mm,
go to new all-time highs and beyond. Since we bounced from here, from this zone, I'm curious to see when and how these two zones here will
mm.
get revisited.
Yeah.
Because even here we had this formation that usually gets swept, and it took some time, but we swept almost all of it, like more than half of this move here of this consolidation we swept. So this was a nice liquidity sweep. and
You,
we just went higher. So
hmm you got even higher. You got the top. Some of the top people are, getting up out of there too. So it looks good though. Yeah, from what I'm looking at, it looks like an inverse head and shoulders, and we're just gonna chop our way to all-time highs. So however long it may take. But what would really send us over the top is if they actually announce some sort of agreement settlement to the war. And we're almost in September when they said it would end, right? So
mm,
we'd be looking at perfect catalyst in the next 30 days for us to just go to the moon.
yeah,
And the market's not doing bad.
yeah. And it's interesting that ES. Let me check ES quickly. Yeah, he has been pushing, and this was well, we did this kind of bull flag on NQ below the new all-time highs. This was made above the new all-time highs, and we just made new highs again. So I think it's really time to go. Look, 8 hours still has a lot of room to go on market cipher daily RSIs together. 6 hours looking good. 4 hours, nothing crazy. We might see a little bit of a pullback, but nothing crazy. So everything aligns with what we just said about NQ going to new all-time highs.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 1 hour is actually at the 9 and 14 SMA, like 9 EMA, 14 SMA.
Mm-hmm.
30 minutes. It's been just chopping last couple of hours here, consolidating. Um,
Mm-hmm.
In 30 minutes, we have the 9 and 14 above us, and it's holding us as a resistance. It's holding the price right now. So
Mm-hmm.
again, a nice confluence. If this small bear flag on 30 minutes plays out, we're gonna see a drop to again 30,000 more or less, and then we have to see if we are ready to push or we're gonna just range. Well, yeah, I think that's a bigger picture. That's more local picture, and all we can do now is wait for some kind of a setup and then execute.
Yeah, absolutely. I was looking earlier and I think 30,000 is good for longs. I don't think we'll get any lower than that, but we could retest that. So, I'm willing to go long at like 30,005, 30,010, 30,015. Those are really my entry zones. And hopefully that trade plays out. And that's kind of my go-to on the cues, which is ironic because Rusty or the Russell 2000,
You said rusty.
Rusty, yeah, Rusty, the Russell 2000, man.
Good one, good one.
The Rusty Russell, yeah.
Good old rusty.
She's got like a little bit of she's got room to run. She's been consolidating. She hit like a nice high of the day in New York session, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, I'm hoping we go back there. Just, full on bull on because I mean we had decent news this week. I mean, at least that's the way the market reacted. So PPI, CPI, yeah, it did me some good. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me check QQQ. I haven't looked at the Qs like in a long, long time. Okay, it's looking good, looking healthy. Same as NQ. No big differences. 6 hours looking ready, 12 ready, 2 days. Let me check the weekly. Oh, wow. But was that, wait a minute, was that a monthly that we bounced from? Yep, look at that. Look at that. 9 EMA on monthly.
Wow.
Perfect touch. And
Yeah.
and I think we are about to run for real, for real.
Yeah, we could really
Right.
run. So
Yeah.
the fourth candle
Next
that
next
breaks out.
couple of months. Ah, well, don't be surprised if we see only green monthly candles for the rest of the year.
Yeah, could be time for those SPY 800 calls.
Oh yeah, let me check SPY. I haven't looked at SPY, bro, in weeks. If I'm honest, I've been charting
Mhm.
NQ and NQ on. I'm lying. I did some stocks, but nothing crazy. Let's see. What did we have on this chart? Well, we had. I have nothing. Look, last zone I have ended at June 26th, 26th of June. So I really haven't been charting this thing. Why do I have 14 SMA?
Hmm.
9 EMA? Very low. Yeah, Spy's looking prime too on a daily.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
everything looks
SPY
good,
and
bro.
Q.
And then market ciphers telling me, okay, some time frames are curving at the top, so it really means we might see a little bit more sideways, aka a minor pullback
Hmm.
before we start going. And I say pullback, but that can be like couple of points on SPY. NQ again. I feel like broken gramophone. Um, or how do you say it?
True.
This, um, that everything aligns with this 30,000 zone, and we
Hmm.
have 80s here. We can reach the 20s here. Anything, even if we go to 920s, I wouldn't be mad because we have a nice fair value gap at 15 minutes here. So potentially the zone. I don't usually trade those fair value gaps, but when they are in such like such place where it um, where it's like part of confluence with other levels, yeah, we have one here at 30K, 3080, 3020, and then this candle here. We also have a nice fair value gap on 15 minutes. So if I have to bet right now, I wouldn't bet that we are coming to 920s, but that's
Hmm.
definitely possible. Mm,
Yeah, I don't see why not.
but again, I don't want to predict. I want to see what the price will do in this zone here that we have marked. As I said, 30,100 to 50,100.
Hmm.
I mean, 30,100 to 30,050. Uh, that of course is the zone. So even if we dip a little bit below that, it's completely fine. Let me try to see what else do we have here. Yeah, and this is also check the 1 hour. So what I did here, let me explain. I will remove this market cipher quickly. Okay, so what do we have here? We have the volume profile from this whole price section from the bottom here in April, I mean March, all the way to the current price section, and we can see that we accumulated so much volume in this area between 29.3 and 30,000. That's been this whole time, this whole move up, this whole move down, everything in like last what 4 months, 3 months, the most volume was accumulated in those 700 points. I'm not sure, I'm a little bit surprised that we don't have more volume at the top or here at the bottom. Um, but okay, that's it is how it is. And we can see that so this is the whole price range. This is the downtrend move. So from the all-time high to this low that we made like this. And we can see that we consolidated actually at the point of control of the downtrend and current point of control of this whole price action. So big volume zone at around 29, 29,750. We managed to broke out to break out from the bull flag, so above those things. I mean, above this big volume node, we rejected then the value area high of the downtrend, and now what I said, 30K is also value area high from this local uptrend that we made in last, what, 2 weeks or so, yeah, a little bit more. So this is a 30K value area high. What happens usually is when you break out from the value area high, you usually retest it and you can go higher if it holds. Same way here, if we reclaim the value area high of this downtrend, I don't see anything stopping us um, until 31K, which will be previous all-time highs plus the value area high of this whole price range. So this is definitely bullish. This is definitely looking good from any aspect. If I don't even know, I'm not using Elliott wave theory, but I wouldn't be surprised even um, if even with that this looks primed to go higher. So all the big EMAs, big time frame EMAs were respected. Uh, Zones were respected. Volume profile is respected. So this is really looking like textbook move higher. And to be honest, I haven't seen that in a while, or we haven't seen that in a while. This move down was old chop. Yes, it respected the levels, but it was crazy chop. This is now straight up. So far so good. Now I went for a little rant, but I just wanted to explain what I have on the chart. Morning, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Make sure you say hello. Make sure you tell us what you're trading, if you're trading, why you're trading it, what you're watching. If you have any tickers that you would like us that we go through, we are mostly focused on NQ and QQQ. Uh, of course, we're gonna look at ES and SPY too, but we are trading NQ 99% of the time. You have anything more to add, bro? We lost Donovan, it seems. Okay. I guess he'll be back. Um, so yeah, so right now I think I'm gonna try to reset the paper trading thing. I want to try something.
Okay.
I want to try something.
$1 million trade.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Mhm.
Not that, but what do we have here? Paper trading settings. I need to reset this. How can I reset this?
Is it Weeble?
No, trading view, paper trading.
Oh yeah, trading. Okay, okay.
Reset. There we go. Balance. You know what? I'm gonna go with 5K. That's realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Margin control leverage. I don't want leverage. Futures 500 to 1. Is that normal or what? It sounds a little bit a lot, no? So leverage. Let me check. How to leverage in paper trading. Default leverage is 20 to 1. Okay,
20
why
to
do I
1.
have 500 to 1 then, bro? So 20 to 1 is default. And put that to 20. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Futures reset. There we go. Okay, we have 5K, and let's see what we can do with that. Taking only trades that we believe in, no rushing, no BS, just like pure execution.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you don't have this fear of missing out on something because you need to make whatever amount on your funded or funded your funded or the evaluation account. And I would try to use that as a proof to myself that it's smarter to go maybe on a live account than keep playing those funded. Because for some reason I keep messing those up. I'm not sure why anymore. Um, Although we are doing good and we are calling out here, if people here, imagine that if people here were just listening to us and executing what we said last, let's say, 2 months, I think they would be in profit very, very nicely. Then these chops in between the moves is what gets me wrecked, and not because we were right or wrong, but because at those moments execution was not on point. So I need to practice that a little bit. And you said last time you bought 25K accounts, right? It seems we have some issues because he's going in and out. I don't know if you can hear him, guys. Mhm. You hear, bro? You hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Oh, that's strange. You hear, bro? You hear? Okay, so I know that you guys can hear me. So I don't know what's happening, but it seems we have again some technical issues. Anyway, anyway, I would love to go long. And since this will be a paper trade account, let's try something crazy. For example, but if I go with only 5 contracts, this would already be risking 3,500 on a 5K account, which is a no. That's not how I want to do it. But I would like to go along around here, like 3,000, 30,080. Let's say we do a fake out to the downside of this bull flag and then we bounce. Uh, I would need to cover the flag, right, with the stop loss. Let's say like this. And you should cover at least this low here. And this again, 3,500, 3,400 stop loss. Way too much considering we have a 5K account. But this I think could play out. With maybe TP1 here. Something like this. Do we have this marked as TP? No. Can we add here TP1 maybe? Inputs, profit level. No, there's only one profit level. Okay. So this is what I would look for. Text TP1. If I zoom in, I still don't have anything else. Like I don't have a level where to put my stop loss. This candle is definitely potential magnet that can get filled. That's why I said 920. I wouldn't be surprised if we reach the 920s. Um, but if I was about to go in right now, I would go in here, and I would put the stop loss just below here. But that's again, I mean, 1,000 for 7. That's a good risk to reward. But this stop loss level does not make sense at all, like any sense. If it was risking 500 for potential 700, but that's 10% of the, no, 20% of, well, I don't know, 20%, yeah. Maybe 500, 500 risk to gain 7K, that's good, but again, makes no sense to put stop loss in the middle of this candle. It was just too violent, and no pullbacks, so. Even here, similar situation. We had a huge move up. We came down to fill almost everything, like half of the move. Then we went, so I would expect same here. Maybe we have a push from here and then we come down again. Who knows? Who knows? Well, what if we go with only one contract? What if we go with only one contract here and we put our full TP here at TP1? It's 1 to 4, right? I'm risking 2 to make 8. It's not a, that's also not a bad risk to reward. But again, I don't like this stop loss here for the sake of, let's do this for entertainment purposes only. But even look, 30 minutes money flow also coming down. So this would really, in my opinion, this is not the right place to go long just yet. Not just yet. Let's be patient. Let's be patient. If we take this low and we form some kind of a bull div on 15 here on 15 minutes, that could be the entry. What if we went long? What is this? Here. We take this low from the bottom, like this. Then we could even put stop loss below this low. Then we really don't want to go any lower. If this low, so if we take this low, if we take this low and bounce, good. But if we take this low and then we take this low, then we will probably get lower. So this risk to reward, this kind of setup is really if only if we are really bullish. But what I did here, We reduced our risk to a minimum. Risk to reward is more than good here. So let's try to do something like this. We adjust this and then we put our stop loss here. That would be crazy, but I'm gonna set a limit order here for only one contract and let's see if we're gonna get it or no.
Hi.
Hi.
Spawaj. Just to be the
Say good morning. We are speaking English right now with the world.
good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh yeah. Kiddos with the right accent. I speak English like I came from Mother Russia yesterday.
Russia. Subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Here you go. You heard the guy. Smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. We need one more subscriber to reach 60. That will be the second benchmark. So first one was 50, second one is 60. Then we are going for 100. And then we can start thinking about some giveaways. Maybe. Just maybe. But yeah, good morning, good evening, everyone. Right now, price action is not doing much. We are waiting for some kind of a move. We are approaching that 1 a.m. candle. If you're in Eastern time, like 1 a.m. candle is a candle that usually give us a move. The last couple of weeks, I think 80% of 1 a.m. candles gave us a very nice move to the upside or to the downside, but something started happening at that time. So let's see what today brings. Even if we zoom on 1 minute here, we can see that, yeah, this is not doing anything. It's just consolidation chop.
Co sa streamasz?
Excuse me.
Streamasz. Z kim?
Yeah, this is one of the slowest price actions that we got in a while, I think. But 1 hour looks also nice. That like we could reject here a little bit more. Look at those two previous candles. Back to back bearish. We should see some kind of a bigger candle to the downside in 1 hour. As I said, approaching 1 hour, 1 a.m. candle. This could be the move. Then the question will be if this will play out what we just went through, or we're gonna see uh, um, our original pullback that we spoke about. Yeah.
Sleep with me.
If you're in any trades, please let me know. Let us know what you're watching, what you're looking at, why. Are you trading ICT? Do you trade volume profiles? What kind of strategy are you using? What tickers do you prefer? Okay. Usually we take some scalps here, but there's nothing we can do here. Look, even 30 seconds is so slow at the moment. This is just crazy. That's crazy. Let me mute myself for a second, guys. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. There we go. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. We are still at the same place. Same place, doing nothing, consolidating. Um, okay, okay. Are we about to 3 minutes until, let me check, 5 minutes, 2 more minutes until the new hourly candle, and that will be also closure of the 4 hour candle. No, 1 more hour. Okay, my bad. But yeah, look, that would be also nice. Like if next to hour comes down, this 4 hour candle would also be completed here somewhere. Maybe we really come to 30K to touch the 9 EMA on the 4 hour, and then we can go. I will still leave this trade in, just in case. Risking $50 is okay to have potential. 800 profits. So let's see. I won't touch this. 1 more minute, and then we see if price starts moving or not. Good morning. Here we go. Hourly candle. Let's see what it will bring us. Where did we close? We closed below the 9 EMA on hourly. Let's see if things will speed up right now or not. Uh, we've seen both scenarios where this 1 a.m. candle gave us some crazy volume out of nowhere, crazy spikes up, crazy spikes down, um, like some kind of early morning, late night reset, and then we can continue with I would say trending. Uh, but we also seen no moves from 1 a.m. candles, so it's really, really, and like always, you never know. But definitely turned out that this time of day or evening is good for some kind of a move. So let's see. 15 minutes still looking like it wants to come down a little bit lower. Uh, so yeah, we are just being patient. But wait, while we are waiting, shall we do one short maybe? Let's go with 10 contracts just for fun. We're gonna cover the highs here and aim for our long. Oh, okay, with 5k I cannot go with 10 contracts. Okay. Okay, makes sense. Can we do two? Can we do two? No. The required money exceeds your available funds. Okay. Market sell. Trade value 20 to 120,000. Okay, we cannot do that. Wait a minute, what did they do now? Settings, futures, okay, I cannot do that. So if we do 500, I mean 5,000, and if we return futures to 500 to 1, reset, let's see if we can do now. Two contracts. No, we won't be able to, right? We are able to. Okay. So our TP should be our entry, but that's very questionable. And this is 1 to 1, more or less. I don't like this trade, but okay, this is just for fun. Good morning again, good evening. We are trying to play a little short here, to 120s, and 120 could be our potential entry for a long. Our aggressive entry, our first entry, the second one should be in this yellow zone.
Bye bye. Have a good day.
Have a good day too, brother.
Subscribe to his channel.
Yes, subscribe. Subscribe so I don't have you. I don't have to subscribe you. No, you can definitely smash the like and subscribe, but I would prefer if you tell me if you're trading something, what you're trading, why you're trading, what you're looking at, what are your theses, are we gonna reject from here, are we gonna push to new all-time highs, what is your bias, what kind of strategy do you like to trade, is it ICT, is it Wyckoff, is it, I don't even know, how is Elliott wave theory or something, or something else. What kind of tools do you use in your charting? Sharing is caring. Talk to me, guys. Okay, this small short starting to look promising. So far, so good.
Mm.
One
Yeah,
surprisingly slow price action today, if I'm honest.
just consolidation.
Consolidation. I'm waiting. I'm currently in a little short, just two contracts on the paper trade account, waiting for 120s to get hit to take my TP, close the short, and potentially go long. Um, just to see if we're gonna have any reaction from this first low at 120. Um, if 120s does not hold, we have 30,080 as next level, and then 3,000, 30,000 probably 20 or not even. I would say, I think, well, I mean, I said it, I said everything already, but 80s could actually hold. This first fair value gap will be filled and we can go. But if we don't hold that, then probably 980s or even 920s will be our bottom. I mean, I'm not trying to call out the bottom, but this is what usually happens. So there is three options in my opinion here. We take these lows here, 120s, 110, we bounce. Uh, Second option is we bounce from 30,080s, and the third option is we go to 920s and then we go.
Hmm. Yeah, it sounds realistic.
Yeah, I think so. Now it just depends how aggressive the bulls will be around here. Do we need to wait for the London people or New York people or the Asians at the end of their session will push the markets already? So
Yeah, yeah, I think everyone's gonna come in that we're going up and
uh,
just breakout after breakout. I'm just kind of curious what the New York session has. Usually there's some sort of a big false move at market open. So I wonder if that's going to be greens. I can't imagine it being, like groceries and stuff, like stuff that goes in absolutely last.
yeah. Let's see. We are approaching my TP on the short. You said you have only 25K accounts, right? Yo, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
yeah.
know why.
You have 25K accounts, right?
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely could see that happening.
Yeah, I was eyeing Tradify accounts. Try that again
Mhm.
because Apex raised the prices again and it's a little bit too expensive now.
Yeah, someone was saying the legacy accounts went up in price too. So I
Yeah,
guess we
yeah,
caught the sale right on time.
yeah, we did. Yep. Um, Of course, I did not even notice, but look at the high here. It was at 180. So perfect again, this 80-20 strategy. Thank you to that guy who shared it on Words of Wisdom or Words of Wisdom podcast. I forgot his name, but Donovan heard it, shared it with
Mhm.
me. We watched the video, and boy, does it pay.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
pays very well, bro. Very well.
yeah, the 80s and the 20s are undisputed champs. Like,
Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
almost have a hard time believing I ever traded without knowing,
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
especially if you have like the confluences of
Yeah.
the 80s and 20s in addition to other things too. And it's like, man,
Yeah. Just crazy. What is this? We came, what? Low was where? 2 points from my TP, and now we are bouncing a little bit.
wow.
2 points. Okay.
Definitely don't like when that happens. Yeah, I get it.
No, it's, you know, that's NQ. That's 2 points on 15 minutes. I mean, it's always 2 points, but on 15 minutes, it's just a candle. 1 minute is still in the downside structure, so nothing crazy. And it
Hmm.
was a small trade, 1 to 1, a little bit more than 1 to 1 risk to reward. 30 seconds is reclaiming the EMAs. Are we gonna see the push here? Nah, that's 1 month. Give me 5 seconds. We are back at break even. Interesting. Interesting. Very nice. Bottom on 5 seconds. Was this just a fake out and we're gonna sweep everything now, or we're gonna push like crazy here?
Man, looks like he wants to push.
Yeah? Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah, I think I
Huh.
want to take a small loss. Mm,
Oh, you are still in that long?
still in the long, yeah.
Yeah.
30,100. Yeah, there's hmm,
I had a
hmm,
limit long at 126. That's why I put my TP at 126 for the short, but huh, seems
that's
like
why.
it doesn't want to go down. I was expecting, to be honest, that we're gonna sweep this low, make like a lower low and a higher low, and
Right.
bull divs on 5 and 15, and we're gonna go. But we came
Mm-hmm.
few points. We just came few points shy of taking that low. We actually filled like 80% of the week, so okay. From technical perspective, that's fine. But I was really expecting I'm on 30, I'm sorry. 15. I was watching 15. There we go. Wanted to see this low taken. This this momentum wave to curve, bull divs, off we go. And right now, and this 15-minute candle is closing in 45 seconds. So was this it? Is it time to long? Okay. This was surprising, to be honest. I was not expecting that kind of shenanigans right now. Yeah, not right now. Like later on the London Open or before the New York Open, yes, okay. Not right now. This is usually the period where we have a little bit slower price action, but technically more accurate. So let's see. I won't touch anything. I won't touch stop loss. I won't touch TP. I will just leave it like this.
Yeah, I think you're
Yeah.
right to kind of bet on the pullback because I think that I think you're right that it wants to go, but also right that it needs more juice to really do its thing, right? So
Yeah,
we're gonna get like a surprise drop. I think it'll be lower than the previous low.
yeah, yeah, that also makes sense. And since we are one time framing down, well, actually, this was not one time frame down because we did not take the low here, but we did not take the highs of the previous candle. Now, like 3 candles in a row, I will put my stop loss just a little bit lower here above the last 15-minute candle. Not a big difference, like $10 difference, but still
Mm-hmm.
for just why not? And let's see if what this candle can do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty cool for that. Just the people alone. So many things are worth it. And yeah,
Yeah,
here we are.
yeah. I don't know how you feel, but this price action is quite slow. People are being silent in the chat. We can feel free to call it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I'm all about it, man. Because it looks like the market just wants to go sideways. So
yeah, and I
we're
don't
not
think we're
really.
gonna see anything crazy next 45 minutes. So
Yeah, yeah, we
it's
don't
been
have
a
too many
week.
viewers.
Yeah, it's been a week uh, with some technical issues, with some execution issues from my side,
Mm-hmm.
but technical analysis was still on point. So just that kind of a week. Um, a lot has been going on anyway outside of trading, so I guess everything mixed together gave the result like it did this week. But that's fine. We get to trade another week, another day.
Yeah.
We'll be here tomorrow. It's the same time, 6 a.m. Eastern, Central European, midnight Eastern,
Yep. And
EST.
midnight on Eastern time.
Yeah.
Yep.
So make sure you tune in. Make sure you subscribe, like, drop a comment if you have any questions or anything like that. And remember, the price of patience is always less than the price of regret. So,
Every single time.
yeah, do your TA, take some tea or something, and wait for your entries.
And that's all, folks.
That's all, folks.